OK， 各位晚上好啊！休息了几天，因为一些原因啊，我记得我讲过我奶奶确诊啊，然后前几天我妈照顾我奶奶，结果我妈也确诊，前几天，所以就比较麻烦。那对啊，不多说了，我们就直接开始霍格华兹吧，赶快玩完了。看最近大家现在在玩什么 Forest 续作啊，不过评价好像普通。哦，没关系，我也不会玩。OK， 其实我早上有在推特上面说过。我已经下单电脑，下午他就打电话，把账户就打电话给我，然后我也汇款了，可能连假后就会寄到了。连假过后，那所以可能过几天。就可能也过几天，可能要休息一阵子吧，要整理一下那个电脑，因为电脑整个换新。是这点吗？对，这是主线的点欸。这里过头了。然后朋友有问我，看我到底是换了什么？就是其实我的显卡是没有换的。这个吗？这个。
Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Revelio.
几天没玩了，感觉有点忘了。
Revelio.
地图不在这边吗？必须这边再过去河有一个城，有一个下水道。
Revelio.
看怎么在邀我玩？怎么有人在邀我玩 Forest 啊？没有，我没有买啊，我没有在玩。这是要买的吧？
Revelio.
我靠，这里啊？哎，不是啊。顺着河。这是北欸。就在这边吗？这龙看起来很假哎。还是在这边？ 这边怎么那么多人啊？真的很不会看地图。怎么想都不会在左侧啊，这个在右侧哎、这个在右侧哎、哇哦，找了攻略。就是这条河咯，看错了吗？所以真的是这一区咯，这边过来对面。啊，知道我找错地方就好了。
This looks intriguing.
dream of making a better world for me. Perhaps I shall scout around Fellcroft for something to poach.
Could it be a Merlin trial? Revelio.
2个，应该还有。
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time. Confringo! Revelio.
那边还有一个。
Confringo! That's that. Settled. Revelio.
But if you don't fill up much, you can actually go further. It's true. Eat a big meal, you'll be slowed down. But eat light, you'll be swift.
That is Buddha!
Ready to fight.
What do we have here?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
This looks like trouble.
Why is a crap on you are?
Focus to tell us. Revelio. I may have more luck higher up in the keep. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Hello?
根本超难潜行的吧？
One there. Who's there?
Revelio.
What was that?
Revelio.
他根本就不会走进来。 在他面前的，不会走过来。
Little moon calf, far from home, eh?
有一个发现我，可是又没有发现我，超好笑的。
Trouble's brewing, and I'm without my friends. Revelio. Revelio. Now here's a sad little picture for this to tell us. Revelio. A ladder. That's what I need. Revelio.
What? Where did they go?
Revelio.
It's... I know I heard something that time. All defensive as the student from the town. Always on the defensive.
Confringo, Levioso.
What are you...
Sendo.
放狙击武器走吗？
Goodness, not a party to attend by myself. Revelio.
No witch or wizard will be spared.
What went on here, I wonder? This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Focus to tell us.
Moment. Pitiful. Shrewd.
Sendo. Leviosa. Fringo. Revelio.
What will we find in here?
Revelio. Confringo. Leviosa.
Put me down! Your acrobatics will only postpone the inevitable.
Leviosa. Accio.
You don't think you can defeat
Fringo.
Get away with that.
Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Confringo.
I will make you pay.
Leviosa. Sendo.
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
You will regret coming here.
Leviosa. Confringo.
无法期待更多的回声模样。满了。
Revelio. Revelio.
At last. A human's word is worthless. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised. Any who oppose Ranrock will be eliminated.
怎么偷窃啊？
Revelio.
Why am I always on patrol? It's a waste of my skills.
Revelio.
I could be used for better things than this so-called patrol. It won't be long now before we find another repository. What's that? Who's there?
Revelio.
Next time I see Fig or that, I'll give them what they deserve. What was that? I feel as though I'm not alone.
Revelio.
那你要下来吗？那你要下来吗？
Will finally rule over wizards.
你们没有要下来啊？还没废话。
What am I doing here? This patrol is worthless.
Revelio. Mr. Tellis. Revelio. Where's the door? How to open it?
That student defeated our encampment in the town.
You don't know who you're playing with!
Accio.
Fight about it. You are postponing the end!
Sendo.
Just you wait till I'm on solid ground! What an unfortunate end! Won't get away with that! I won't rest
Ranrock will lead us to victory!
靠，就这样子你们就找不到我了，真的是太蠢了吧！
The area's still clear. If anybody cares.
Focus Totalis. You Revelio.
就这样，然后就找不到我了，真的是蠢欸。
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
"隐藏密室。
Revelio.
藏那么密啊，结果什么都没，就是个超烂的手套。
Revelio. Glacier.
Hogwarts teach you nothing about building.
Arrest the momentum.
Diverted. Not quite.
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes's wand. Where could it be? Revelio.
One way or another, we'll get lost. Why have you not run away?
Someone's been taken out last week. Not very good at this, are you? I won't rest. No, little moon. Crack. Ah, you so tired. I've been fighting since these horses were born. You won't stop me. Pity. That is. But I'm better.
配极特制三峡，
Your spells glance off of me.
Levioso.
But then ring down. You're making this too easy.
Ranrock won't be stopped.
Confringo.
I shall avenge your death.
Levioso. Accio. Sendo. Confringo. You've one less follower, Ranrock.
刚
Revelio.
才写一下讲话。
This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free. Revelio.
哇哦！哇哦！
Revelio.
Someone there?
Revelio.
Over here!
Repairing. Accio. Sendo. Tego. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
那下面怎么好像还有东西啊？
Pass me my wand. I can't get out of this damn cell without it. It's my last hope. Please. Oh, my wand. Oh, thank Merlin. Thank you. You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. How did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every Knut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp.
1709
He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
这还是支线呢，支线还可以听到兰洛克憎恨巫师的原因。
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him. Revelio. Revelio.
那过不去就算了。 这部 M
，Revelio.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Took you for a troll the other day.
I don't like the looks of that encampment. Revelio.
浮动蜡烛的地图。还是其实我是都跑错桥？
What are you up to now?
应该是这个桥。
Lumos. Enchanted candles. Wonder where they're heading.
没有仔细看
The
那
candle seems to be leading into the
十
forbidden
字的
forest.
十座的小。
Treasure must be nearby. I suppose the picnic in the forbidden treasure hunting suits me.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
我现在机等25，走到23还好。 办法，你叫我穿高级一点，是你的装备就是那么烂，我怎么穿高级一点？要不然就是要强化。
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Revelio. Descendo. Accio. Levioso. Arresto Momentum.
You're back. Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by.
这个应该就是刚刚讲偷他的武器了。恶名昭彰的敌人。
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something.
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
陶乐斯
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside if you do find it. To be honest,
年轻
I'd
女
imagine
巫
it， contains some
你
lovely
当初应该
memories.
是还是巫师吧？
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Upper Hogsfield. Now, where to find Mrs. Sprottle? It's like a place right out of a story.
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawklumps and collect the box of letters there.
你说他死了，你才发现的那个盒子，可是那个盒子就在洞穴里面。
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Spruttle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
To get my claws out.
靠北怎么那么多人？
Should have took less time, is all I was saying.
Revelio.
Betting on the dragon fight was the best decision I've made yet. But you trusted the wrong kind, and we see you about to echo your folly. How are we supposed to offer our... It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft. Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over poaching. There's enough beast flesh for everyone.
Tell us. This must be the cavern Mrs. Spruttle mentioned. Revelio.
怎么一些支线开始总都在带我走一些地下城啊？
I'll need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more hawk lumps while I'm there.
Revelio.
Better have a look around. See about the hawk lumps and the box of letters. Ah, that's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Spruttle should be pleased.
Revelio. Confringo.
Lumos.
还好我有先点火，要不然我原本以为那只是数字而已。
Revelio.
这边感觉像地牢哎。
Confringo. Revelio.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Levio. Accio. Sendo. Confringo.
我把三怪。三怪竟然是27的。
One less foul hulking brute.
Revelio.
这什么？感觉好 Q 哦，这个玩偶好 Q 哦。
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
基诺娜，破破型打死。小恩，牛趴圣逼，
This must be Sirona's box of letters.
生日快乐，奶油克劳迪。
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back.
超级巫师服饰，紧身休息。基罗娜。
I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back.
对啊，他不是说他在 学生时期后才变性的吗？还是学生时期就变了吗？剧情不通啊，这作者。是你不先把做药水的东西给他吗？然后就直接闪人了。
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before.
Wonder who lives here.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer.
Excuse me, did you say something about a Bardolph Beaumont?
Oh, hello again. How nice to see you. And yes, I did. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
Why would Bardolph want to get involved with the Ashwinders?
Oh, he had a terrible run-in with Ranrock's loyalists. Changed him. He vowed never to feel powerless again. I think he sought the Ashwinders out to learn their secrets. Victor Rookwood, at least, seems somehow immune to Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think Bardolph may have simply run off?
No. Bardolph's run that shop with Claire his entire life. He'd not give it up for anything. He swore he'd be back in a fortnight. My instincts are that he's been held captive, or worse.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
I should investigate.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Upper Hogsfield is being terrorized by Ranrock's loyalists.
先做别的，先做支线，先跑完好了。一个一个赶快，一个一个解完。
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Horklumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentioned Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points.
I'll never
250 分
是不是
forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
按错了，把它收回去。
I'll look after you. Stop. I'm trying to be serious for once.
Revelio.
Can I help you?
I believe you can. I'm Sophronia, by the way. And I need help from someone who's at least a 5th year.
至少5
Are you
年级。
familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time. Even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, 3rd years aren't taught.
And you're a 3rd year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
How did Herodiana Byrne become famous by casting Depulso?
She once saved orphans from a wild Graffhorn by banishing it over Stonehenge. That's on Salisbury Plain. She once banished a meddlesome dark wizard all the way to Durmstrang while she was in the Alps. That one may have been exaggerated, but lots of the stories about her certainly aren't.
我地理不好，所以不知道他到底赶多远。阿尔卑斯刚刚是唯一知道的地点。
In her later years, she taught at Hogwarts, but only for a short while, just long enough to build a secret hall, it appears. Then one day, she just disappeared. Some say she actually banished herself. No one knows for sure.
就他在那个
If
密
you tell me
室
where
里
to
面，
go, I'll see what I can do about
我
it.
猜的啦。
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
Very well.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. Perhaps I'll make myself a copy.
When my grandfather went to this school.
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting.
Italians and a historian's uniform. It was brilliant solving those old tricks.
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Here. This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodiana.
拿手术去推。
puzzles. Revelio.
Wow.
I want to see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was.
靠！就我刚刚被他直接压死，然后从头嘛。
Revelio.
这里怎么进不去？
That chest looks interesting.
不是，我对那个很好奇，那到底是三小？
Revelio. That wasn't too hard. I wonder what's next. 这是一个薄片而已。 Revelio.
Revelio.
变个箱子。 我一直压死我自己。 我又压死我自己。不行不行不行！
I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Just one left.
这个其实
Revelio.
加码刚购物箱是有诶、
I see. The switch reset everything. Good to know.
我现在才知道它是重设。
Revelio.
哦，赛道。
That's the last of them. Seems I was a match for
理
Herodiana
理
Byrne
论
after
上应
all.
该不是这样子啦。
And this must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder Sophronia wanted to see this.
理论上应该不是我刚那样子，那刚是赛道。刚好一只脚坐上去，然后就直接飘过去了。
I'd spend all day in the Great Hall of Functions.
Sophronia, I solved all the puzzles in the Hall of Herodiana.
Incredible! Then you found Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Of course. Behold.
Oh, how grand! You'll look as majestic as Herodiana herself.
你怎么
The
看的？
greatest Depulso
都
master
没
of
换。
all time. You're my second favorite hero.
Revelio.
I enjoy having lunch down by the lake.
If it isn't the treasure.
Alohomora. Revelio.
漂浮咒，去走。不行啊，这黑魔法防御术老师。哇，这边风景真好，这边竟然只有老师可以载。
Revelio.
暗塔牢房，魔咒学教授在这里养了一个山怪。魁地奇使用活生生惊叹鸟那个时期啊。我觉得我的等级满了升不上去，应该要再走主线才会再升吧。
Revelio.
And a historian's uniform.
还有一个支线。好期待啊！好期待新电脑。虽然说，显卡没有换啊，因为显卡我要的那一个显卡缺货，
So, Samantha, are you here for Summoner's Court?
I am.
想
I'm
换一
actually
点高
rather
级点
good
的
at it.
4090
Used
的
to
高
play
级
all
的
the。time with my brother until. Never mind. Shall we begin?
那
Yes, I'm ready to play.
Then let's get summoning.
可能就只先买了 CPU 主
My
机
brother's doing well,
版。
thanks to you. And he listens to me now. Turns out having beats for feet teaches a memory. Accio! That was
我
sensational.
买了
Accio!
all-in-one 的水冷，那就多买了几个 SSD， 买了一个新的电源供应器，因为为了4090。因为4090的话
How
要
am I to top that?
要12伏啊，最好要 ATX， 所以就是可能需要 ATX 3.0。
Yes! How am I to top that? How about that? I won!
干，我把它推到50分了。
Good match. Care to have another go?
如果我把我自己的也推到50分，应该也是
Splendid.
就有机会赢了。应该再多拉一点。
That was sensational. Accio! Yes!
啊，掉出去了，靠欸。
You'll have to do better than that. Accio! Yes! Accio! Oh my.
有了，
That settles it then.
easy 啦，刚刚是不小心的。
After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated myself.
Don't say that, Samantha. You're a fine player.
Well, that's very kind of you. Let's just say if I'm good, then you're better. I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent. Best of luck.
3哦，气了。然后走个主线好了。这边怎么不让我传了啊？靠北哦！哦，有，按到了。刚才一瞬间绿的变灰的。
Seems a pleasant enough little place. Revelio.
You made it.
对，我到了。
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
上次来妹不在啊。
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy. Hey. Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never! I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
我觉得跟他叔叔有关。
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
And所以叔叔是知道的。
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
Revelio.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's Loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring. Revelio.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's Loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. There's a dead wizard in my book. Let's get this.
Ranrock's vision of goblins.
I won't rest until I'm dead. When are you going to give up? No! Are you quite with it?
Leviosa, Confringo.
You'll pay for that!
Leviosa,
I'm a goblin!
You won't get away with that.
An utterly pitiful display.
Confringo.
What an unfortunate disappointment.
Leviosa,
That was unimpressive.
Confringo,
That was nothing but...
Confringo, Leviosa,
You've made your last mistake. Are you sure you're not a muggle?
Confringo.
Some too slow. Rather unwise coming back in. Let me go! That's what! You're no match for me!
Closer,
Confringo.
Leviosa, Accio,
Let's get it. I won't rest. No, correct. I don't have time for this. Lucky asshole. Why can't I hit you? I will make you. This is impossible. That was meant for me. You call that spell casting? Arrogant child! Someone's been taken out last thing! Get away!
Leviosa, Accio,
You can't stop us!
Leviosa,
All around. I confess, that was a
Revelio.
bit more than I'd bargained for.
但
I
那个有
tried
那
to
么简单
warn
就
you.
挂了吗？ 真的30等的挂的也太快了吧！最近飞呢？你在这边啊？他们好像有那个梅林。 然后返回任务 ，OK，都听你的，都听你的。
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason.
Revelio.
They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Revelio.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
这有水井。
This well looks familiar. Revelio. Sebastian, I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
这个就是当初那个女生，那个教授，她有当教授，她的家就在这边。那她本来妖精要来找她，所以是她下的诅咒。那她下的诅咒应该是起源古代魔法的诅咒。
Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
什么意思？上面有画人的脸啊！这个是可以讲话的啦，可是被破坏掉了，就不能讲话了。
Revelio. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The Keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the Keepers.
The Keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves Keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. And now you've been witnessing memories left by Keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch Keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it? When you put it like that. The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the Keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
还是这是那女的长大后的样子。
Confringo!
Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio. Lumos.
叫 Lumos， 看到你差点碰到。
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
营地第2礼拜，每天都有更多人抵达现场。麻瓜医生，甚至是我们巫师界医生，都尽力帮助他们。悲伤不幸中迅速下来的人，这辈子无法摆脱亲友的阴霾。发烧终究会过去，皮肤上也会愈合。我看见敏库是我父亲的男子，对方失去了自己孩子。其他人可能是做的，我的能力可以救出这些灵魂，或者他们帮助他们。
Journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
我原本来这里是为了学习，但我好像做点什么帮助人们。苦苦挣扎，感觉好像魔法想要治愈大家，而我成了这些元凶。我应该放弃希望吗？那如果我不多做点什么，会这辈子都为此感到后悔吗？我没办法直视人们的眼睛，我知道它可以减轻他们的痛苦。我今天看到那名男子离开营地，就是那位让我想起我父亲的男子。当初他应该没什么关系吧，对吧？当然，这能够进一步推展我的研究，但这是我用这股力量做好事。
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange.
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I have a rare ability to see whispers of ancient magic.
I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. I knew you weren't telling me everything. Ancient magic. What does that even mean?
I'm not entirely sure, but the Keepers have said that it's a powerful magic that should only be wielded by a select few.
And you can wield it?
I don't know, but Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. even ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
奥米尼斯是谁啊？靠，
I'm tempted to hold my breath.
我都记不了人的名字。名字太多了。
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
Oh, 这个地穴就是那个地穴啊！哦，他讲的奥米尼斯是那个奥米尼斯。啊，画不见了。哦，有地图。
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look. Revelio.
哦，终于这边是那个地穴啦啊！
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbarton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Hmm? 没有了吗？
Revelio.
« 关系。 两个因为我而吵架。觉得我还可以玩很久欸。
said that travel broadens the mind.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
It's not that I'm not interested, and you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me
有不点就会
anything.
就直接结
Ominous
束任
learned
务
dark
了。
magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
What does the Cruciatus curse do?
It's known as the torture curse. Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous, he was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Revelio.
$96 83觉得剩下的时间我们来找幻影员吧。让我把它收回去了，靠背。
Everything's all right now.
方满。把幻园找完。
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Hello. Do you have anything for sale?
Hello. It's not often I see Hogwarts students here during the school year. I'm Priya Treadwell, at your service, and I sell a variety of travelling necessities.
Are you related to Nora Treadwell?
Why, yes. She's my wife. Brilliant historian. Did you know that she's pursuing Merlin's life's work?
I actually met her, and she introduced me to her work. I'm involved in it now as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. Then you must be rather brilliant as well. At any rate, I hope that you'll think of me whenever you find yourself in need of traveling supplies. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
And what do you have for sale?
Let's have a look, shall we? You won't be disappointed, I can promise you that. I didn't think I'd be the one doing the buying. So nice of you to stop by.
Revelio.
废弃。又是迷宫。很少有女巫女正确追查出苏格兰当地迷宫创造者身份，也就是名为有农布莱克伍德数字界魔法巫师，没有魔法力量的伍德分支，因此遭他的麻瓜父母误解。为了融入州，他修剪树理，凭借意志力控制黑荆棘树丛。漂亮的设计人也要激怒不懂得包含多元的家人。后来，年轻的尤农受到霍格华兹邀请，赫夫帕夫，但是对他的憎恨进一步加剧。因为他是因为跟身为，因此布莱克家族选择与身为混血儿的亚热团员。 麻瓜不纯正血统的非自愿受害者，这个感觉好像跟现在政治正确的话很像哎。
Revelio.
好像每一个好像都长得很像哎。那个我是说，左手边好像每一个那个迷宫都长得很像。
I was only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind.
Do cooperate, won't you?
抓一只色尾。
Professor Howin will never believe this.
刚好看到一只色尾。
Revelio.
Hole in my pocket.
能直接飞跃。那个就先跳过了。
The wizards will be defeated.
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day. Mind you, I suppose it could get a bit boring. Show yourself, if you're there.
Nothing.
Huh.
Never anything interesting around here.
Yeah.
笑死！
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Confringo.
Revelio. Ha. Ha.
但那卡在里面是怎么拿？
Revelio.
这卡在里面的。
Revelio.
We're close to a breakthrough. I can see it.
奇怪，他刚刚确实是从里面走进来的，走出来的。这次他是有机会走进去的。靠 靠，只走一步，然后就。
Somebody there? Hello?
Who's there?
Any who oppose Ranrock will be eliminated. Goblins will finally rule over wizards.
加讲妖精，可是英文其实是哥布林。
Nice to see you, my young friend.
古董罗盘，也有麻瓜。
Revelio, what do you have in store for me this time? Confringo! Revelio, Confringo! Revelio. Confringo! Merlin himself would be proud. Who lived here, I wonder? Confringo! Levioso! Accio! Pulso! Confringo! Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Confringo!
受伤，一定要烧它才有办法受伤。
These rocks have seen better days. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
I'll have taken your life before you even realize it's gone.
.就是找小石头时间，看起来不用找。不是你啊！上次那个找小石头找了找超久的。这个都在旁边而已。
Wingardium Leviosa. It's so tricky after all, man. Revelio. Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Reparo.
这戳破气球还是要解，它不一定是老师的作业。
I see you. You'll regret crossing my path.
Who says crime doesn't exist?
I've heard centaurs quieter than you.
.戳破气球有扫帚。 那个刚刚那边有古代魔法的痕迹。
Off on another adventure, are we? Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Also. Accio. Defendo. Arresto momentum.
这不是应该用拉的吗？
Accio.
没有用。
Lumos. Confringo.
先烧毁再拉。
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Revelio.
Hmm? "赶快以为是什么？原来是猫咪。
Revelio.
是到底等等。靠，没有出现啊！难怪我这边找半天。
Revelio. Oh, Lumos. Shame I didn't have an audience for that one. 想说找那么久，靠，什么都没有。原来是不见了，可能是刚刚碰到蝴蝶，蝴蝶在那跑的关系吧。 Revelio. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Revelio. What do we have here? A demiguise. 嗯？在哪里？我怎么没看到幻影员？ 我靠，在这里。Mine now, demiguise. Revelio. May I?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased. Revelio.
这边哑鸟好像没有设为。
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind. Revelio.
Kidnapped or eaten.
Alohomora. Mine now, demiguys. Revelio.
儿子村庄。下一个村庄。
This looks intriguing.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
好，好像没有事，围我就跑。
Revelio. Revelio.
Mine now, demiguise. Revelio.
那这里的呼噜粉在哪里呢？
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
山上。
Revelio. Confringo. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
自己家的院子就有梅林的试验。像我应该是。 村庄都拿了吧？国米村，国民村还有3个。
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like yours. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Mine now, demiguise. Revelio.
关德温不稳的大夫。 他说这里面有，那我应该是拿过了。这个我拿过了。
Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Mine now, demiguys. Revelio.
这样后面村剩几个？剩一个。我们在外面呢、
Revelio. Revelio. Now.
《知魁文下猫》，猫咪是不是喜欢待在毛笔店内的羽毛？3只猫，超级多。
Revelio.
You're worrying far too much. Nobody's looking at you.
Look at that boy.
Why did you buy me a second pair? I hate these
No,
socks.
these socks in that size can't be patched up. Be thankful you had
I'd rather have no socks than be dancing like
Father, why is he dancing?
But it hasn't.
someone dramatic just like
好了，你看，3个刚刚好。
Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings. Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
Dear me, you have been busy. Incredible, thank you. You're ready for the final Alahamora lesson. With this knowledge, no lock shall ever stand in your way. You have done all I asked. I only wish I knew who put those statues everywhere in the first place. Alas. If you do find more, please feel free to remove them. You'll be doing your caretaker a huge service. And if I ever find out who the bully is behind this cruel trick, I shall let you know. Thank you once again for your assistance and tenacity.
还有超过吗？
Now that you've mastered Alahamora, no lock is unbreakable. But do feel free to keep finding demiguise statues and removing those moons.
所以其实还是有超过了。 我不知道主做这干嘛，因为其实都很少吃药。物种只能4种哦。 怎么那么麻烦？
There, there. I'm not going to hurt you.
这里真的大，有很多资源。OK， 差不多了，11点半啦。今天已经也是玩了3个多小时了。 那今天呢，实况就到这边了，感谢各位收看啦。那我们就下次吧，明天、后天，反正有空的时候再说吧。我真的是能实况的时间真的是很随机呀。那就这样，See you，拜拜。